Let's play the Stanley Parable. Don't you just love this title screen? Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh no, Stanley. Whatever shall we do? No one to give us orders. The world's gonna end. Hello everyone, I am Unagi, and welcome to my Stanley Parable Let's Play. What time is it? 11:24. Morning? Looks like it. Let's continue outside here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What could it mean indeed?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This guy's reading my mind. What does this say? I think I can read it. I hope I can. For the love of God, please unplug me. This sterile office, the damp carpet, the tripe you call conversation, kill me. I have been printing these for weeks. Why has no one turned me off yet? Well, I don't know. But apparently, all these papers are rife with negativity. I like work. I just hate my boss. Oh boy, is it bright outside. Where is everyone? But yeah, I have never played this game before. I've only seen one video, so I don't really know what to expect, if I do have any enemies in this game or
When
anything.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, so this is what makes Stanley Parable the Stanley Parable. We're presented with choices, and the guy kind of narrates what choice we take. We don't necessarily have to listen to him. But for this playthrough, I'm going to listen to him and see where it takes me. Sounds like a trustworthy guy. But we'll see.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. Productivity at an all-time low ever since Chris went into the broom closet. I just love reading these little things. What does this say?
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything.
All right.
This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Yes, good terms indeed. Sorry if I've offended you, Mr. Commentator. I'm going to continue. Broom closet. Can we go in here? Let's take a look in the broom closet.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
What? I don't get that. So I guess there isn't really much we can do in this room.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, let's see where he's trying to lead us for now. I wonder. Wow, look at this room. It's so fancy. With the velvet walls, the dark wood, the fat plump armchair. What? Hello. I'm not going to go in you just yet. Business strategy? Shoot a panda! That is not nice. That is mean. Stanley, do not follow their dogma. What's in here? Piano.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845? I'm not gonna do that just yet. Can I play the piano? No.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I'm
Trying
not
to
twiddling
input
thumbs.
anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
We're being watched. Hello. Gosh, these sofas look so comfy.
2845.
Okay, okay, 2845, yes. 2891. He doesn't say anything. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Awesome. What's in here? Can I go in here? No, it's just pure darkness. Is that a button? Red button? Push it! I love red buttons. They're so big and shiny and pushable. Okay, I don't... That says mind. I don't know if there are any enemies in this game. Yeah. I don't know what this game is classified under, if it's even a horror game at all. Let's venture.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility? Escape. Mind control facility? Escape. Well, it's pretty obvious which one we're gonna take. Let's go. Ooh, another button. Can I read that? Oh, unfortunately, I don't have a zoom button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Camera? Something. Something. Nothing. Let's press the camera button.
Now the monitors
Whoa.
jumped to life, their true nature
Whoa.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What happened to those people that have those red texts? Have they been terminated? If you catch my drift. 427. Where's 427? 427. We're right there. That's us. We were just there. Apparently everyone... Oh, fired! That's what it means. Some people, yeah, fired. If you know what I mean. For all we know, they could be killing the useless people in this company.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
This reminds me of that place in X-Men, where Professor X...
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I just imagine Stanley to be like a guy who just had a morning coffee and just came to work. Here I am looking for my boss. He's not in his room, and chanced upon this entire crazy looking facility that apparently controls the minds of the people working in this company. Yeah, it's a pretty productive day at work, I guess. Let's push this big red shiny inviting button. That doesn't work. That button is a lie. I don't know what that did. Oh! I see. There's 1. Oh no, wait, that's 3. Let's push them in order. Mind control status. 1. 2. 3. I have no idea if this is going to do anything at all. 4. Where art thou, 4? I must push thee. Damn it! Where's 4? Oh, it's up there. Let's push 4. Stare, Stanley. It's your daily workout. 4. 5 would be at the very end, over there. I don't know if this does anything, but I like buttons. They're big and round and pushy. Like something else we know. I guess nothing happened. What's that big screen doing there? Let's just go forward.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. Let's put an end to this horrible place. And possibly my life.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Hey, this is pretty nice.
That was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
There is no open door. Oh, wait. Unless this whole thing is considered a door. And I just came to work. Why am I...
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
No. Wait, so is that the end? Have I finished the game already? Did I pay $15 for this? Well, I guess there's different endings and stuff. Oh, here we are again. What? Oh, I guess we could try the different choices. Maybe my next run of this game, we're just going to blatantly ignore the commentator. See how that goes. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, where I will do just that. See ya.